Hi everyone, we are Group 8 and today we are going to share about Nike. And I'll be the first one to talk about Nike's background information. Nike was started in 1964. At that time, it was called Blue Ribbon Sports. It was founded by Bill Bowerman, a track coach, and Phil Knight, who was a runner. And in the beginning, they sold running shoes from Japanese brand called Onizuka Tiger. But in 1971, they decided to create their own brand. That's when they changed the name to Nike, named after the Greek goddess of victory. And they also designed the famous swoosh logo, which you can probably see on many sports clothes and shoes today. And now, Nike is one of the biggest and most popular sports companies in the world. And as for Nike's vision is to bring inspiration and innovation to every athlete in the world. And they believe if you have a body, you are an athlete. And their mission is to do everything possible to expand human potential. They use sports, design, and technology to make people's lives better. And Nike also has strong core values to work and grow. They really care about performance, which means they always try to make high quality products that athletes can trust. And they also focus on innovation, so they keep coming up with new ideas and designs to stay ahead in the sports industry. And another important value is sustainability. Nike is working hard to protect the environment by using eco-friendly materials and reducing waste. And finally, they believe in diversity and inclusion. This means they support people from different backgrounds and want everyone to feel respected and included, both in their workplace and in the world of sports.
Hello everyone, my name is Oxford. I'll briefly introduce Nike Species Model Canvas. Starting with what makes Nike truly valuable. Let's begin with the value proposition. Nike offers high-performance innovation product that combines function and fiction. It provides personalized experience through Nike by You and emphasizes sustainability with the Move to Zero campaign. Nike sells more than shoes. It delivers identified inspiration and innovation. Next, customer segment. Nike serves athletes, fitness lovers, and fashion-conscious youth. And retail partners, its broad appeal allows it to reach both performance and lifestyle market. For channels, Nike sells through its own retail store, official website, mobile apps like SNAKRS, and global platforms like Tmall and JD.com. Customer relationships are built through apps, memberships like Nike Plus, and social media engagement like Nike focus on loyalty and digital personalization. Revenue streams come mainly from product sales, footwear, apparel, and accessories, plus licensing and collaborations. Nike's key resources include its global brand, edited endorsements, advanced R&D, and a strong digital and supply chain network. Its key activities involve product design, innovation, marketing, manufacturing, coordination, and digital transformation. In key partnerships, Nike collaborates with manufacturers in Asia, tech partners like Apple and RTFKT, and global retailers and sports organizations. Finally, the cost structure is driven by manufacturing, marketing, sponsorships, R&D, and digital operations. In short, Nike's business model balances brand strength, digital innovation, and global execution, keeping it at the top of the global sportswear industry. Thank you.
I am Joanne. I'll give a concise overview of Nike's external and internal environment and conclude with three strategy recommendations. This analysis is based on Pastel, Porter 5 Forces, VRIO, and SWOT frameworks, providing a well-rounded view of Nike's challenges and strengths. From the Pastel analysis, Nike faces growing pressure in political and environmental areas, such as U.S.-China trade and tightening ESG regulation. Under Porter 5 forces, industry rivalry is intense and buyer or substitute power is significant. Fortunately, Nike's diverse supply chain lowers supplier leverage, and entry barriers remain high. Internally, Nike holds strong brand equity and an innovative culture, exemplified by its US-based research center. Its data ecosystem is a competitive edge but catching up by rivals. Based on the VRIO model, some resources offer sustained advantage, while others are only temporary. Nike shows strength across R&D, manufacturing, marketing, and sales, with motion capture tech, global supplier networks, and a blend of virtual and direct channels-driven engagements. Nike remains the world's top sports brand, but its reliance on Asian manufacturing and greenwashing concerns are clear weaknesses. It faces inflation, tariff pressure, and tech-savvy rivals. Still, opportunity exists in AI-powered design and expanding into women's and senior segments. Based on this analysis, I propose three actions for Nike. First, invest in nearshoring microfactories in the US and Mexico. Second, increase ESG transparency through third-party carbon audits. Third, integrate 3D view scanning and generative AI into SNKRS for personalized product experience. That concludes my presentation.
I'm Cheryl. I would like to share a quick overview of how Nike is growing and what its corporate scope looks like. First, focus on global expansion and direct to customer. Second, product innovation to stay ahead of competitors. Third, strategies, partnership, and brand collaborations. The last is digital transformation and customer data usage. Nike's growth focuses on two main things: going global and growing direct to customer channels like their app and stores. They keep innovating with products like Air Max and Pegasus to stay ahead of their rivals. Another key part of their strategy is partnerships. A great example is their collab with Kim Kardashian's Skims, which helps Nike enter the lifestyle and fashion space. Now, in terms of growth types, Nike grows organically through new products, store expansion, and sustainability efforts. And inorganically, they grow by acquiring brands like Converse and forming strategic alliances like Nike and Skims. Next, let's talk about corporate scope. Nike isn't just a footwear company anymore. Their product range covers footwear, apparel, and smart devices. They have shoes for running, basketball, and lifestyle, plus yoga gear, outwear, and even wearable tech like the FuelBand. This wide scope helps them serve outlets and everywhere customer alike. And finally, in terms of geography, Nike operates in more than 190 countries. They are strongest in North America, Europe, and Greater China, but they are also expanding fast in emerging markets.
Hi, I'm Mike. Today I'd like to share a quick update on Nike's financial performance over the past 2 years. In 2024, Nike's business was steady. Their total sales stayed about the same as the year before, and they kept out strong profits and healthy cash flow. The company continued to reward shareholders with dividends and manage their costs well. However, as we moved into 2025, Nike began to face more noticeable challenges. Revenue started to decline and profit margins came under pressure, mainly due to softer demand in key markets and increased competition. While footwear sales dropped, apparel sales showed some growth, helping to partially offset the downturn. Digital sales, however, experienced a significant slowdown. Looking at their products, there was a clear split. Footwear sales, which are usually Nike's strong suit, actually went down. On the other hand, apparel like clothing saw some growth, but digital sales, which had a big focus for Nike, dropped it off significantly. Regionally, Nike saw weaker results across all major markets, including China, which has been an important growth area for them. On the bright side, Nike responded by tightening their spending and keeping a strong cash position. They continued to their long streak of increasing dividends, showing commitment to shareholders even in tougher times. In summary, while Nike held steady in 2024, 2025 has brought some real challenges. The company is now focusing on innovation and efficiency to get back on track and continue delivering value in the long run.
Conclude by discussing the challenges that Nike faces, along with viable strategic recommendations. As a leading global sport brand, while pursuing growth, Nike also needs to confront and resolve key issues into making its claim to presence in a highly competitive market. Firstly, Nike faces the risk of over-reliance on Asian outsourcing. Geopolitical tensions and changes in tariff policies may lead to increased import costs, which in turn impact profitability. Secondly, Nike faced challenges in ESG. Despite setting ambitious environmental goals, concerns about greenwashing persist. This not only affects brand image but also potentially leads to legal risk. Finally, inflationary pressures and the increasingly fierce market competition have placed Nike in a difficult position, with rising costs and a narrowing profit market. Across all segments, from supply chains to marketing, Nike needs to find more efficient ways of operating. The challenge with strategic recommendations. First, accelerate new shoring manufacturing. By establishing microfactories in the United States and Mexico, reduce reliance on Asia, shorten supply chains, and improve responsiveness to market changes. Second, increase ESG transparency. Disclose third-party verified ESG reports to earn the trust of consumers and investors through concrete actions and build a more sustainable brand image. Third, deepen GenAI personalization. Use 3D fruit staining and AI technology to provide customized shoe design on the SNKRS app, enhancing user experience and building stronger brand loyalty.